What is up, Pokemon Premier League fans? My name is IndomitableWill, and I am so excited to bring you your Week 1 pick'ems for the Pokemon Premier League. What's going to happen here is we're going to break down the Week 1 matchups, see who won, and how many you in the PPL fan server got right. At the end of it, we will see how many the majority has versus how many I have, as I always voted against the majority. So first up, we have two coaches who played in PPL Bolton Flair who were just now promoted to the big leagues. We have the Gigaton Hammers coached by Jay Ricky versus the NJ Goldengos coached by Killua Boone. NJ Goldengos are your picks to win in the PPL fan server by a vote of 9-5. And the winner of this match was Jay Ricky and the Gigaton Hammers. Up next, we have another coach who was absolutely dominant in PPL Bolton Flair. We have coach of the Minneapolis Meowscaradas. We have Daria versus an OG of the PPL. He's been here since season 1, and he was doing pick'ems last season for you guys. It's Onesie Baynet. By a vote of 6-7, the fans have decided they want Onesie Baynet to win Week 1, and the winner of this game was the Minneapolis Meowscaradas after a well-fought battle. Up next, we have the London Shockwave, coached by Addison, who made it very far in Season 1. She made it to the semifinals and overall just had a very dominant season versus a new coach to the PPL, but not new to Draft League. He's been a longtime veteran of this game. We have Seabad and by a vote and his Detroit Steel Wings. By a vote of 14 to Addison and the London Shockwave were who the fans voted for to win this matchup. And the winner is Addison and the London Shockwave. Up next, we have two veteran coaches of the PPL. We have Ellie, coach of the Shanghai Dragons, versus Gravy, coach of the Vancouver Titans. The two admins in the PPL facing off, and by a vote of 4-11, you guys voted for Gravy to win, and the winner of this game was the Vancouver Titans, coached by Gravy. Up next, we have a new face to the PPL, but a veteran coach. He was in the GBA. We have Necro Stevo versus a longtime Draft League player. He has a big name for himself. It's Vepsis and the Helsinki Hydreigans. By a vote of 9-4, you guys picked Vepsis and the Helsinki Hydreigans to win this game. And the winner of this game was Vepsis and the Helsinki Hydreigans. Next up, we have the first seed from last season, Mounte, and his Immunity Idols versus El Scizor and the Borussia Donphans, who is also a longtime Draft League veteran and a returning coach. He also was in last season. And by a vote of 11-3, you guys voted for Mounte and the Immunity Idols. And the winner of this game was Mounte and the Immunity Idols. Up next, we have another returning coach in JV and the Atlanta Victinis versus a coach coming up from PPL Bolton Flair. We have FC Volcarona's coach, Frank Trode. And by a vote of 13-3, you guys picked JV and the Atlanta Victinis to win this game. And the winner of this game was the Atlanta Victinis. Up next, we have another seasoned Wi-Fi draft player in Dr. Slacking versus original founder of the PPL, coach of the Norwich Skitty. We have the Don Fanatic. So by a vote of 9-3, you guys picked Dr. Slacking and the Cotswold Whimsicott to win this game. And the winner of this game was the Don Fanatic and the Norwich Skitty. And last but not least, we have another PPL Bolton Flair coach, Parasect Germain, coached by Shroom Raver, versus the reigning champion of the GBA and a returning coach who made playoffs last season in the PPL, coach of the Chicago Dragapults, Q the Costa Rican. We have, by a vote of 9-4, you guys picked the Chicago Dragapults to win over Parasect Germain. And the Chicago Dragapults end up taking this one. Alright, that will make the final score PPL fans 6 and myself 3. But don't worry, I will be back next week and I'm going to win next week. How did you all do? Let us know in the comment section below. And I will see you guys next week for week 2 pick'ems.